We're live.
What's going on, YouTube?
About time.
How y'all doing? What up? I'm Anthony Greeno.
I'm Michael J. Cat.
And we are WKAT, and this is our podcast.
Number 3.
Tonight's topic of discussion is...
cece Moore. Is she working the Delphi case? And if not, shouldn't she be?
Yeah, why not? cece Moore is a genetic genealogist who has appeared on several TV shows such as Finding Your Roots, 2020, The Doctors, The Dr. Oz Show, The Morning Show, and even Megyn Kelly. She is known for her genetic genealogy consultation and Finding Your Roots genealogy. She is also known for working high-profile human identification cases, such as the Golden State Killer, Fort Wayne.
John D. Miller, the rapist and murderer of April Tinsley, got him 30 years after the fact.
Yep. And the big question is, will cece Moore be working on the Delphi case? Now, let's go back.
Or is she?
Or is she working on the
Delphi
case?
She may be.
Let's explain how this came about, like about the first video that you had put out.
Okay, now when we go back, and it was right after John D. Miller was arrested there in Fort Wayne, I was looking at that and I thought this would be really brilliant for them to use in Delphi in the same way, because we know that they have DNA. So I wanted to make a video talking about that with getting Delphi or cece Moore on the Delphi case. And me and Greeno had put together a video and released it. So shortly after that, Sheriff Lesenby had wrote to Greeno, wanted her contact information. I got that to him, and then the other day I read in the paper, now this goes back to July the 18th, that the investigators were using her technology on the Delphi murders. Well, it took her 2 months to get John D. Miller there in Fort Wayne.
Yeah.
After 30 years, it took her 2 months to narrow it down to him or his brother.
30 years!
So, now, since it's been longer than 2 months, is it getting close? Is it a Thanksgiving surprise? When are they going to nail this bastard?
Yeah. So, you know what? It's actually great news. They can't confirm or deny. They won't be able to tell us if she is the one, in fact, working on it. They won't just come out and say that. Hey, what's going on, y'all? How you doing? Stu, glad you're here. Jennifer.
Tammy?
Yeah, everybody. Jana Fan, Carolina Creek Fox, Pam.
Valerie Walsh, Carolina Creek Fox.
Yeah, that's a cool name. I like that. Carolina Creek Fox. It's like Southern style. I like that. But yeah, it's really good news.
Dana.
Yeah, what's up, Dana? Just saying
shit.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Sorry we're not using the green screen. I know when we did the other edited video, it looked really cool when we had done that.
Yeah.
But you know what? We're actually going to be able to do like that live in a shorter period of time. We just got some new software that we're working with.
Yeah. OBS.
We'll be able to edit while we do it.
Recommended.
Yeah. So thank you very much, Gray Hughes. That was a big plus, man. That was awesome.
And we are working on that, and we're getting it figured out. So hopefully the next live broadcast, we can actually edit live, which will be cool.
Yeah.
We want you to watch
show you
want you to see it.
Yeah, we'll be able to go on there and like, if we wanted to cite something or talk about a video or show something, we could actually just go right to it and show you live. Bam, we're right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. We want to do this more often, the live podcast, because we were talking about like our style of videos. Before we get like into this, how cece Moore is going to do on this, we were talking about how our style of videos, we don't put out a whole lot of content.
Yeah.
But the videos that we make takes a minute to make. It takes,
up to a week.
Up to a week to actually like edit this video, because we want it to be like top notch. Yeah. For you. So we're going to start doing more live podcast and talking to you guys live, and that way when we can edit it live too, because it's like you guys will be able to get some really cool stuff then seeing us actually do it live.
We would also like to put out some more regular content. It would be a little smaller, but at the same time it would be more content. Yeah, which we think that people want more content.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's what people want, more content from us. You guys want to hear from us. We get questions all the time on Facebook and emails and stuff. So thank you very much for being a fan. The chat box goes in and out.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know, so some of the things that are saying are disappearing, but it does come back like just now. But the big question is, cece Moore, who is this lady and what does she do? Well, she is a genealogist that has built her company, DNA Detectives, and you can find them on thednadetectives.com, around trying to find people's relatives, and and stuff. So
exactly, like an adopted kid, they can find their real parents.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, exactly like that, because she can trace that genetically back down the family and right down to who it belongs to. Same way she can find a killer with their DNA, she could find an adopted kid's parents, same identical,
Right.
and say, yes, these two right here are your parents.
Yeah. Now, so that's exactly what she does, but like, we're gonna give you more information like once we dig into it a little bit more and get like exactly what she had said. And we've actually reached out to her to find out a little more information about how does this work. But if you go to their website and check out some of the work that they've done, it kind of explains it on how it works and how would she say, how would she find this criminal?
The way that I heard it, because I had talked about this in the past, but it was more or less guesstimates on what I knew about genealogy and genetics, that they would find like key traits that belong in a family, and they can deduce how much DNA you share with another person. They can find that genetic history down to where they got to go out of the census and then start manually running that down, right down to, like, say in the April Tinsley murder with John D. Miller. She said, it's this man here or his brother. It's one of these two guys. They checked their trash, got DNA, and said, busted. This is the man we're after. We're right here.
Is there any credibility to GB? Jan, a fan, asked that question, and I'm not sure what. Okay, what is GB? You guys
Green
can
Bay?
just like Green Bay. I don't know. Clarify who GB is, because I hate these initial things.
BG, we get it.
BG. Oh.
GB.
Oh, GB, BG. Okay. BG. Beach. Okay. Oh, Gabe Ellis.
No, it's
No,
absolute shit.
it's shit.
Don't believe anything they say, because if they're looking at somebody, and you, especially if you've seen it on Facebook, I know it isn't going to be edited, but I'm going to point to it anyway. It's a fucking shit sandwich, people.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I know where that information is coming from.
I know exactly who it came from.
It's coming from a man named Mike, and that person is not a credible.
Reliable.
That is not. No way.
The shit sandwiches, they eat them.
Call the Howard County Sheriff's Department and ask about that individual, and ask about the things that he's saying, and they will tell you, that the individual has some issues. Howard County Sheriff.
But you know what? Actually, you ain't even got to do that. If you got him as a friend on Facebook, you'll find out rather quick.
Yeah. So no, Gabe Ellis is not the Delphi murder suspect, people. You got to. I keep, and maybe it's just me, but I keep pushing people back to the statement that Kim Riley made to us at the press conference on February 13th this year. And what did he say?
He said that it's like the man had never committed a crime before, which basically means in law enforcement talk that they do not have DNA, or if they have fingerprints, they don't have that as well in their database.
Because
so it's like the guy had never committed a crime. Secondly, I'd also like to say that there's 2 eyewitnesses that have seen this guy.
Mm-hmm.
If it was somebody that you're pointing at and everybody's saying it might be him, it might be him, it might be him,
they would know.
If he isn't arrested, it's because he ain't the guy. It's just that easy. You know what? I'm sorry, right here.
It says you guys are real.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes they'll stop a comment because I hit the stop inappropriate comments. So I got to hit show. So if your comment doesn't show, I'll click that.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I think it's because it had the F word in it.
You did.
Which I don't mind.
Yeah. Around here, we say that sort of thing.
Not a whole lot.
Yeah, but a little bit.
Yeah, every now and again.
Whenever the right people need it. Hey, hit that like button on here. Oh, there's 28 people watching. There's only 10 likes. We like the like button.
Yeah, you know what? We know that Michael Cunningham ain't got 18 accounts watching right now.
Yeah, Michael, he's hitting the thumbs down.
So click that.
Bam, losers, click here thing. Thank you very much, Mike, for the views. We appreciate it. We love you too, dude.
We do.
The witnesses said BG looks like Duvall. Not saying it's him, but that's who he looks like. Well, of course.
Wait.
What?
When did the witnesses say that BG looks like Duvall? Because I'm calling that out. I don't think that the witnesses ever said anything like that because they don't talk. They don't talk. They don't say, "Oh, well, it looks kind of like him." If you walked up to one of the eyewitnesses and asked them anything about it, they say, "Yeah, I don't know anything."
Yeah,
they're not going to do that.
Yeah.
Michael Cunningham said that he called flannel shirt guy.
I know that's false.
And
that's
I'm like,
fake.
yeah, no, you didn't.
He didn't call the flannel shirt
You didn't
guy.
talk to him. And he didn't say anything to him.
First off, I'll go take a picture in front of flannel shirt guy's house. Just to prove that, or whatever. And he'll probably have a flannel shirt on. But
the person says they sent you the audio from the scanner.
Now, you know what? I did get the audios from those scanners, but who knows? Okay, one of the witnesses' moms is in the Bridge of Lies. I doubt that. And if it is, I bet that mom is really old. Because I've met both these people.
Hey.
What?
No, man. Where's Sarah?
Who is Sarah?
Sarah Lopez.
Oh,
man.
I don't know where Sarah Lopez is.
Well, man, she should be here, man. That's
her.
like Wes' favorite person. Man.
Hey, staff, will you get online and Facebook message Sarah Lopez for us and tell her that, hey, you need to hit the WKAT podcast right now.
Right. She should already know.
Yeah.
She's on top of the game.
Thank you very much, staff. Anyway.
Thank you, Jason. I am down with your stance.
What do you guys think really old? I'm talking about like this person would be in their 70s or like 80s or 90s.
That's pretty old.
I would say, wouldn't you? Okay, and I know one of the eyewitnesses family is not alive.
Do what?
One of the eyewitnesses' parents are not alive.
No. Okay.
I do know that. So, guys, we know like who these eyewitnesses are, but they're not on Facebook telling people what's going on. That's as simple as I can say it, I guess.
No.
Right?
No, they're not, because I am pretty sure. Look, man, and I want to make two comments on this. Is that one, the eyewitnesses were told, you don't know anything. Your name is not leaving law enforcement's lips. Don't talk about it. Don't tell people that you did if that's what it. And they stand on that. They do. Now, secondly on that, cece Moore, and I'm just saying if she was working on the Delphi case, would not speak about it. Now, a little bit earlier, we was watching her on Megyn Kelly, and she said that she was working on some cases, but she can't talk about the ones that she's working on. Now, that tells me that maybe she is working on it, because
we sent a plea out to her.
We do have like some reasons to believe that she may be working the Delphi case. And if that is true, they should have him anytime now. I'd like to see it by Thanksgiving. I would.
Man, you know what, people? When this dude gets arrested, I'm going to be so freaking happy, man.
You know what?
I'm going to knock him right in the freaking head, dude.
Not only that, but if he's arrested in or around election time, this guy called it.
I called it. if he's arrested. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But if that dude is arrested before election time happens, I said that.
I call it political motivation.
I had said that it was political motivation. So I'm going to use for my campaign spiel 4.
Political motivation.
Political motivation. Yeah. Bam.
WKAT brings political motivation
and breaks the mold. Yeah. Bam. Someone that easily could dress like us for Halloween. You know what?
I'd like to see it.
I'd like to see that. Hey, you know what?
You need somebody with some cool hair, though.
We should have a contest. We should do that. Y'all should send us your photos of Halloween night. Okay, you guys send us and you need a
WKAT t-shirt.
Yeah, you know what? If you wear something that says WKAT on it on Halloween, then we'll hook you up with something. Okay.
Well, what are we hooking them up with?
No, we'll give you one of these t-shirts. Okay, I'll get you one of these t-shirts made, and we'll send it right to you. We can get them made anytime. We got an airbrush guy that'll do that for us. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
It looks backwards on mine.
Mine as well.
Screen. It's probably not backwards.
I'm sure they're seeing it just fine.
That's weird. But okay, so cece Moore, man, if she can solve those cases that quick, think about the cases that she solved, guys. She solved the Golden State Killer. She found that dude from way back when. She found the John Miller from the April Tinsley
30
case.
years
30 years
later.
She helped a guy find out who he really was after like
his whole life.
Years. Yeah, he didn't even know who he was, you know, and she helped him figure out his identity and where he came from and everything. So I got a lot of faith in that woman.
I do as well. I really, really do. But I have right off the go. I mean, after she got John D. Miller and I started like looking into the DNA detectives, I really built like a good trust that, I mean, like, you know, she's very strong on what she does. She can break it right down to the person, to that person. So if they're not in any other database, they'll find that family and take it right down to them. Mm-hmm. But again, it's running a little bit late time-wise because she got John D. Miller in 2 months, last name Miller. So I'm hoping that they're right on top of it.
I thought, okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm sitting here. That would be the best Christmas present anyone could give to the families of Libby and Abby. Oh, yeah, you're talking about the arrest of the guy. You thought it was Daniel Nation, Stacy. You know what? I did too. What else do we got here? Jan says, but flannel shirt guys, what?
You know what? We're not really getting a lot of questions, but I don't know how many we really intended on getting.
On this?
Yeah. Yeah. There's X amount that we know about cece Moore. And a lot that we can talk about on,
the Delphi
murder cases that she solved to an extent. She wants to work on the Zodiac and the killing of John Ramsey.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Which I believe was her mother, and she's already dead. But you know, it'd be cool just to see that confirmed. Yeah.
You know, maybe we should reach out to her for the Amber Green case.
For what?
Luella Mather. We can find out if there was anybody that's still out there connected to those genes.
Yeah, but they'd have to exhume the body.
Here. We can find out who exactly we would need to get a hold of, like a direct descendant, because it's my family over there, but it's got to be someone in there that's like the direct, you know what I mean? Like one of those branches.
Yeah.
We could get them to do that.
Well, it would be cool.
That would be cool.
But the thing is that I think anybody that has background in DNA could look at that and say, Mabbit, no Mabbit.
True.
You know, it wouldn't have to be cece Moore, but I think anybody looking at that DNA in comparison to a Mabbit bloodline,
yeah,
they could say yay or nay, male, female. They could determine that. And I realize a lot of people on here don't know about the Amber Green lynching, but that's another unsolved case right there in Carroll County.
Yeah, actually a really interesting case.
A very old case.
Very old case. This is the last hanging in Carroll County that was recorded. And it happened like it was a public hanging. They went and broke this guy out of jail and hung him. Bam. Right by his dad's property. So it's really cool. It's like,
yeah,
wow.
Kind of almost in a way right at my dad's front door.
Yeah, really neat. And there's a couple books.
It's really neat. They got pictures.
They do got pictures. They got a picture of the guy hanging there.
Yeah.
So
with these hats still on.
Yeah. You know what? We'll pull that thing up and show you. That it's really cool. You guys should look into that. That's another unsolved case in Carroll County. Well, they considered it solved, but it's not really.
Well, I don't think they ever called it solved.
Well, they kind of just called it what it was.
Because he never went to court. He was never tried and convicted for it.
He never admitted to the crime.
But they hung him. He denied it. And the body that they have may or may not be Luella Mabbit's.
And it's buried right there in Lafayette.
Yeah, the remains. So if they dig that up, they could tell. Doctor said it was her, but it was like 6 or 8 months in the river. Mm-hmm. And the body was totally deteriorated away. They were saying it was her. I think there was 55 dentists that said it was a tobacco chewing 55-year-old man. So, you know, we don't know who lies in that grave. Okay. But if it is not Luella Mabbit, still an unsolved murder case.
Yeah. Okay, look at these comments. Okay, how many people do they have that they are considered to be suspects? Okay. The people that they've said there's no suspects yet other than the person in the blue coat. Okay. This person is our only suspect that we have right now. All these other people that if they want to go talk to somebody, like let's say they go talk to Gabe Ellis or Daniel Nations, those people are considered persons of interest because they have an interest in speaking with them. And it doesn't necessarily, a person of interest does not necessarily mean someone that they're getting ready to arrest. or thinking about arresting. You may be a person of interest because you may know something and they just want to come talk to you and say, hey, you know, blah, 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 blah. Does this person over here actually work at 4 o'clock every day? Yeah, you're considered a person of interest, you know. This is our only suspect, but they said there's over 500 potential persons of interest. 500.
Somebody said there was 40 eyewitnesses.
Yeah, okay. That's false. There are 2 eyewitnesses. A male and a female.
Never, ever listen to people on Facebook.
Yeah.
If they're on Facebook saying something, it's called a shit sandwich for a fucking reason.
Mm-hmm. You know how we know that there's 2 eyewitnesses? We met them. One of them we met right after the whole ordeal happened. And we have that on video. You know?
What?
We have that on video.
We got it on video.
Yeah, but we're not going to show that. So, there's only 2 eyewitnesses, people, male and female.
That's it.
There's not 40 people. If 40 people saw that guy,
he would be hit.
He'd be hit.
He wouldn't have made it out of the park.
Yeah, I don't think there's 40 people that go there a week.
Yeah, we went out there, man, in the summertime with Tony, and not one person was there.
Not
no
one person at all.
Nice, beautiful day in the summer, not one person on that trail.
Yeah, not one person.
And, you know, this is kind of my thought on it, that's one reason why he went there on February 13th, because there was a likelihood that somebody could show up that fit his mental image of the victim he wanted. 2, there wouldn't be many hikers.
Yeah.
So he could follow them right down to the bridge. They head to the south side, go right over if no one was behind him, abduct him, take him to the point he already had planned, and then get out and leave. And that's exactly what he did.
The question is, who the hell is that guy?
Convictions? I don't really know. I don't even know that they've convicted the Golden State Killer.
But we all know that these people will get convicted.
But I think that she's got 6 right now. I think there's 6 people that she's
6
got.
convictions? Okay,
well, 6 people that she found. A very high profile, yeah.
You know what? That's one woman you don't want to mess with.
No, I would.
And if she
kind of looks a little like Madonna. I find that attractive. Not that younger Madonna. I'm talking the older hot Madonna. The one that played the halftime show. You know, her.
Man, I got a lot of faith in her.
You know what, Jan?
I really
I think that it was planned, but I don't know if the killing was planned. We don't know what he went over there to do initially, and we don't know what changed or why.
Yeah.
You know, it could have been simple as rape, and I don't want to make it sound like rape is simple. It could have been that, and then something transpired to cause the rest to happen. We don't know. He may have went over there to do both.
To do that. Yeah.
We don't know.
We don't know any of that. So no one take that as like we're saying this happened or that happened.
Yeah.
We're not saying anything happened. We don't say that. We avoid wild speculation and rumors at all cost. We're just saying that he intended to do something off that day.
Okay, if he had weapons, we can assume he had weapons, but he wasn't holding anything. He didn't have a knife in his hand. We can only assume that he had weapons.
Yeah, we can only assume. He may have just committed this whole crime with his bare hands. We don't know. It does look like he has something in his pocket.
He has something. But again, and I'm speculating that he has weapons, tools, something like that in his jacket down in here.
But we don't know what.
We don't know what.
We
don't know exactly. You know, I mean, you're asking for hearsay. One thing that WKT stands for is we're not Facebook people.
No. Yeah. Do not like to share things that just someone had said or anything. And when people come to me and say, well, you need to cite that information, I give them the sheriff's phone number and say, give him a call.
Call him.
There's citing the right information. He's elected. He's that dude that will tell you stuff, you know? So you need to get in touch with the right people at times. Don't listen to what someone said on there. Go look up.
Fact checking is highly important.
Yes, fact checking all the time.
Because if they can't reference it and send you their reference and what they're looking at, and you can't make the same of it, don't make anything of it. Tell them.
Mm-hmm.
It's barely referenceable. You're jumping to conclusions. Don't spread shit on Facebook, asshole. Say stuff like that to them. They'll take a hint.
You know, a lot of people. Okay, I saw a question up there. It says, "What do you think of the picture I sent you?" I get a lot of pictures of a lot of men. Shown to me a
Thanks
lot.
for not sending them to me because I usually don't never respond back for a reason.
Yeah.
I don't tolerate it.
We've
I
got
won't
a lot
listen
of
to it. I
pictures.
won't look at it. And somebody asks me my thoughts on it, I'm like, well, not replying will be a good hint.
Yeah,
That's
it's
me.
not. I
don't
don't
mind.
think.
You don't
that-
mind.
Yeah. Well,
I do.
I mean, I sit there and I'll look at the picture, but I'll be honest. I highly doubt that any person has a photo of this man, especially if it's a mugshot that sends to me, that it is the person. You know why? Because, and I always ask everybody, well, did you call that person to the tip line? Don't tell me, people.
Thank
if you think it's this man, call him into the tip line. Even just people have called me in, and him, and our friends, and Gray Hughes, and Randy Gravitz. Everybody's been turned in. Holman was turned in.
Lesenby was
turned in.
We were turned in.
Yeah, we were turned in more than once. So,
but they only showed up once.
Yeah, they showed up. Well, yeah, once.
Because here was my word, dude. Look at me. I'm not the bridge guy. It's that easy. Take a ride.
Yeah, the bridge guy. Yeah, let's talk about him.
Anybody think I look like that shit? I mean, the side of the hat. Don't be a dick. But
Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick. But I don't look anything like that.
Yeah.
I ain't even in the neighbor. I ain't even in the area code of that cat.
Do I look like that?
Yeah.
I gotta go to you.
Oh yeah. Well, you do have a striking resemblance. Take the glasses off, criminal.
Do I look like that?
No. No.
Okay. Do other people look like that? Yeah. A lot of people look just like that.
Where's Stu? Stu's still there?
This guy is supposedly 5'6" to 5'10". He weighs 180 pounds to 220, and he has reddish brown hair. Okay? So, according to one witness, his eyes are not blue. But I don't know. I mean, if that...
It'd have to be a hazel.
It would have to be something with red hair.
Because brown, you would know.
Yeah, you'd know.
You know, if it was a
brown.
color that wasn't blue, the only thing closest to that would be like a maybe like a hazel kind of eye.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think that we're looking for someone who is right here or was. And people know this person, obviously.
Yeah.
Everybody knows everybody. You do know people. That person does have people that know him, but you can't tell who he is.
Okay. Stu's still there.
Okay, good, Stu. I'm glad you're here. Keeping it weird.
Yeah, keep it there, man.
Yeah. So what's up,
Gray
Gray
Hughes?
Yeah, man. Hey, we wanted to. We threw a shout out to you earlier. Thank you very much for telling us about the system.
OBS.
To do the green screen and stuff like that. We're working with it right now and tweaking with it so we can get our template set up and everything. And we should be on with the next podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, man. We appreciate that. We are talking tonight a little bit about cece Moore and the Delphi murders. Is she working that case? What's happening? Who is she and what does she do? So we were talking about that. We were talking about questions that people were having.
I wanted to cover this real quick. No, the area where the girls were found was not searched right there. But understand that the girls were at the trails. They knew the trails. They wouldn't get lost at the trails. Now, the last place that they were dropped off was the trails, and they searched the trails. They may have went a little bit out of that area, but right there, before you get over to Ron Logan's property, is the McCain's property.
No,
it is.
No, the
Mears property right there, and then you got to go through that right before you hit the fence, going down from where the cemetery is. That begins Ron Logan's. So they didn't go there, but again, the whole thing is that the sheriff had said that there was no signs of foul play. It was 2 missing girls. People look back on it like it was murder at that time, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
Nobody knew about that.
Nobody knew about the crime at that time.
But they was out looking for him till midnight and called it a night.
Mm-hmm. People did stay out there. People did look in the woods there, but not quite right there.
Yeah.
Because they would have come across them.
And you know what? It's quite hilly back through there.
It's very rough terrain.
It is. And, it may be a little bit worse in the summertime.
It's worse in the summer with the weeds. But still, you're on some real steep stuff going up in and out of there. For the people that was talking about like the cemetery, like did he come and go through the cemetery on the edge of Ron Logan's property? you guys want to know more about that area, if you want to see that area, go to our WKAT Takes a Trip to the Monroe Hybrids with Tony. Explores the Delphi Murders crime scene. You get to actually see that area.
You get to see the whole of it.
The whole of it.
Yeah.
And we didn't walk the path that the suspect had walked because that was private property and we didn't ask to go permission that day. So we stayed on public land until we got around, and then we went over that way towards Ron's, it's an experience.
It is. And you know what? When you go there and you look at it, you see it from his point of view. And it makes a big difference because then you say, yeah, he knew this. He knew the horse trails were here. He knew he was taking him to here to stay out of eyesight from here and there. He knew the area. And he knew where he was going and how he was leaving. That's how he was spotted leaving.
Yeah. And he knew where he was going. And back in there on Ron Logan's property, it's all trails from horses. And where they were left, the precise location is right off of a trail that leads straight up and up to the cemetery.
Yeah. And that is a horse trail.
Yeah.
It goes right down around the bottom where the creek is and then goes right back up to the edge of the cemetery.
Mm-hmm. It's once you go there, you feel it. You can tell, like, what would someone do in this type of situation?
Yeah.
And when you start looking around and thinking, well, where would I go? How to get out of here fast? Or how would I do this? And if you do, cutting up through Ron Logan's area and up is steep terrain, y'all.
Yeah. And again, a guy had asked me if I thought that the guy was in pretty good shape. Well, and I don't know how well you can see that, but it doesn't look like the guy would be in that great of shape. It looks like he's a little overweight and so forth. But at the same time, to go over there, walk that, get down, and then go up and then leave, he had to be in at least decent shape. Maybe not working out or anything, but he wasn't a big, fat, slow, weird walking guy.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't have pulled that off in that length of time.
Yeah. Yeah, he wasn't a great, big, fat guy. I think that picture does it wrong. I think he's got a lot of stuff on his upper body there, and that makes him look fatter than what he is. Because it looks to me, and I don't know this, but it looks like he has on a hoodie underneath of his coat, and I can't tell if the hat is pulled up over it or if that's some other like ball cap or anything. But to have a hoodie underneath a coat like that, you're automatically going to look bulkier. Yeah. And if he had any weapons in his pockets
and tools, anything inside of that again, that's going to make you look thicker through the middle, and he really does. I mean, if you look at the picture, and I hate to keep just throwing it up there, but right around the midsection, he looks pretty fat. But his legs don't look that thick, through the jeans. I'm not saying he had skinny legs, but I think that it does give the appearance that he could be smaller framed than what his midsection precedes one to look.
Yeah. Yeah. Do we believe the death certificates were dated differently? Yes, they were.
They were.
It was stated that Abby had died on the 14th.
She did.
According to her tombstone and everything else, it is labeled as the 14th. Now, what does that mean? Everybody always asks that. Well, why? She did not respond to the search crews. And from the location that they were found, they would have been able to hear someone calling for them. For sure, 100%, you would have been able to hear someone say your name, yell out there, especially if someone was out there yelling and there was multiple people out there looking and yelling for the girls. They would have, there's something was going on where she could not respond. And we don't know why.
And and that brings the question up of like, we don't know the cause of death.
Correct.
Now, I heard said that she died of hypothermia. And it's kind of odd because the night before, Sheriff Lesenby had said the biggest thing to worry about now is the weather. That's the biggest obstacle if they're lost or anything would be the weather. But whatever was done to her would have had to cause her
to be unresponsive.
Yeah, to that. But then would that not have been the cause of death? I couldn't hurt someone in such a way that they could not respond hours later to a search party that's like fairly close to them. And then they die of hypothermia. No, because whatever was done to them would have caused them not to react back.
Yeah.
So that does make me question exactly what the cause of death was.
Yeah.
And it brings up a big question to me. Yes, they both died on the same day. Apparently not, though.
But you see, the coroner
Yeah.
lists that. You know, that'd be a question for the coroner, really. You know, what is, how is, you know, the coroner would be the person to ask if anybody wants to get like.
They couldn't give you a cause of death, though.
Yeah, they couldn't give you cause of death, but they could tell you like how they come up with the death date.
I doubt
time.
it. I mean,
no,
well,
not for that case, but for anybody.
Yeah.
How do you come up with a certain time that someone had died? Like, say I died in the middle of the night sometime. How do they come up with, okay, he died approximately 2:20 in the morning? You know, several hours later, they do know.
Well, they can, because they can take the temperature of the room that you in, and then look at your body temperature and see how fast it would have went down. You know, take a core temperature, and they can tell approximately how long it was if it was within so many hours.
Yeah. With the gag order, how did that get leaked out?
I took a little class on that.
That is a good question. How the heck did that leak out with the gag order? It's interesting about the gag order on Delphi. There's, it's a sealed document order. I don't know if it's a gag order.
On what?
Delphi.
I don't understand. What are you talking?
Remember the deuces? Someone had wrote right there. How did that? Oh, Stu wrote. How did it leak out with the considering the gag order? I don't know if it's a gag order, Stu. I think it's just a sealed document where we can't see like the death report from the coroner.
Yeah.
And the court documents that they'd filed.
I think that is sealed.
Yeah.
I mean, until which time that it's solved, because then, you know, only the killer knows the you know, reasoning.
Right. Right. So, does anybody have any questions about anything about cece Moore? Because that kind of is our topic a little bit. But I mean, we do talk a lot about the Delphi case because we go there a lot. And we wanted to take another trip out there here soon, actually.
Yeah. In fact, we do want to go out there and spend a night at the bridge.
A whole night. Whole night.
But it's only for the reason of going out there and staying. It is for no other reason. But we would like to actually go out there and then, you know, make video
while we're out
where we
there.
Talk about it.
Yeah.
That might be fairly cool.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're just going out there because it is a very nice
I don't
place.
think that the families can choose different dates. I mean, they, you know, if somebody died, they'd say, no, this is when they died. You can't say it was the next day, dude.
Yeah. Our chat box keeps going in and out, y'all. So I can't really see it all the times. But it's still gone for right now. But I keep going back to that thing that Kim Riley had said. It's like he's never committed a crime before. They said he might have done something, but we can't find no traces of him. So why don't we all start looking like in a different direction, you know, like for suspects, instead of looking at the sex offenders, the people who are doing this. Let's look another direction. That may be where we're missing it. Let's look at the people who haven't committed a crime. Let's look at that guy who you never think would do that.
Okay. Here's the thing. If you're looking at somebody that's local in and around Delphi that never committed a crime and you post anything about them, you're taking a real fucking chance.
Don't post it. Call them
in. I wouldn't even do that. I wouldn't call somebody in just because they look like it.
No, but
that's how we got 36,000 tips, and all of them are
not because they look like it, but because people are looking at the wrong people. They're trying to find fault in these people that are already.
I never expressed to people as to who they should look at. You know why? Because here's why. People will do what they want anyway, and when they send it to me, that's when I fucking stop responding.
But they need to look at somewhere else. Look at the people who haven't committed a crime.
See, I don't talk to people like that. If people are sending me shit and saying, "What's your thoughts on this?" I think, goodbye. That's me. I don't cotton to people long on Facebook. I really don't. A person makes a stupid comment like that, I'm like, later.
Okay, that says, so the general area could have been searched, but due to terrain.
It could have been terrain.
It could have been missed. Yeah.
It could have been because they had asked Ron Logan if they could look over his property and he didn't care. But the thing is if they had have looked into Ron Logan's property, they would have found him because it's only how many feet in?
50 from the creek.
Well, no, I mean, from Mira's property over to his, to where they were found, it ain't very long.
100 feet.
So if they had walked onto his property, especially in February, would have been no way you could have missed them.
Mm-hmm. Yep, no way you could have missed them.
Thanks, Greg. Catch you on the flip side, bro.
Yeah, man. We'll see you later, dude. Peace. Yeah, you guys really need to go watch that video of us walking around out there. You really get a good eye of that.
And what was that called?
The WKAT explores the Delphi murders crime scene
With Tony.
Yeah, I don't think it says with Tony.
No,
I don't think it says. But the thumbnail has got a picture of all three of us, me,
Yeah.
Tony, and him, on the bridge.
But yeah, look at that, because that really does cover like almost all the ground covered.
Yeah,
and it takes you right down to the crime scene where we was both standing.
Mm-hmm. And people were asking, has anybody ever been out there in February or the time when the leaves are gone to do this sort of thing? Yes, we have.
We was there a couple days after the fact.
Yeah.
And we met flannel shirt guy.
The flannel shirt guy.
He was right behind us.
Yep. And then
we was worried he was Beej.
Yeah, we was worried he was Beej. And then the FBI and state police showed up.
Okay, what, man? How many reenactments are you going to do?
I got 3 of them.
Man, fucking upload them.
I can't. I didn't do the third one yet, y'all. The third one is just like showing you guys the sound test and what it looks like from point A to point B. It's not really a reenactment. I think the only 2 reenactments that I had seen that I said I was going to cover was the fact that if he came from the cemetery down and left that way, and the other one was him at the parking at the Freedom Bridge or walking back to Delphi.
And again, everything that is in the reenactment we have covered extensively.
Very much.
Extensively.
Yep.
Over and over again.
Yeah, so it's like you guys should know. If you're new to this case, sorry, but if you're new to this case, you should know everything that we know, because
you should, because
you've seen it as we've thought it.
Yeah, and everything that we've looked up, we've given you. Everything. Mm-hmm. Right down to the micro detail.
Yeah, are we going to take calls? No, we're not going to take any calls.
Yeah, I wish we could.
Yeah.
In fact, we're not even using the mixer right now. We're using the Yeti.
Yeah, we're just sitting here talking to y'all like this because.
But if we had that hooked up, then we could do that, because we could probably run both of them on OBS.
Yeah.
Where we could go through this, where this right here is for our voice. This right here will take the phone and run all of it together and have OBS. Then we'll be on top of the game.
Yeah. So we got a new.
Hey, program. Pam. About time.
What up, Pam?
Hey, Pam, could you get a hold of Sarah? We're really worried about her. She hasn't shown.
Sarah Lopez.
Please.
Why is she not in here, y'all?
Yeah, we're missing her.
Come to the podcast.
But we also missed you, Pam.
Wish I had a good question, y'all, but I'm here for all of it. You know what? If anybody has any question, just go ahead and ask.
Yeah, because we got about 15 minutes. Was we going to keep this to an hour?
Yeah, I think we're just going to keep this to about 15 more minutes, y'all. And we're going to get off here. But we just wanted to let y'all know that we had made contact with cece Moore through the video that we had made a couple months ago asking for her help on the Delphi case. She responded and commented on that video. Which was really cool of her. Yep. I got a hold of Sheriff Lesenby. I talked to him. We exchanged the information to the sheriff, her information. Then today I actually reached out to her again and asked, have you made contact with the sheriff? Now, she won't be able to say anything about if she's working on any cases. I just want to know, did he make the phone call?
Did he reach her? Because if he did, we can assume.
We can assume. We're not saying, but we can assume. And I would push this, people. 765-564-2413 is Sheriff Tobe Lesenby. It's extension number 2. You want to get to jail, call and just express how much you think that this woman and her team can solve this case. That's what we need. Push it. Because when you push, it works. It works.
Okay, Gretchen wants to know why the infrared drone missed the girls. We don't even know that there was an infrared drone.
We don't know that.
And, even at that case, one was dead. The other one may have showed up. But, everybody's looking at this like it was 2 murdered girls that night.
They weren't looking for 2 killed girls.
But it was 2 missing girls.
That night.
They didn't have the National Guard out there. They got a search party, and they looked that place over looking for them. But it wasn't like they knew then what we know now.
Yeah. And if anybody's getting ready to say, well, an FBI agent was involved in the search because he's from there. That's why. He's from that general area, and he just happened to be one of the ones involved in the search, and that's what brought the FBI into the investigation, said by Greg Mason.
Yeah, exactly, just saying. And that is the reasoning, because they don't want to talk about if she's on there or not, because that's going to be a dead giveaway to the killer that,
how he's going to be found.
You know, and they could be knocking on his door any minute. That could give him to run, and I don't want that. And it's for that reason that I'm a little, you know, about making a video like this. But we're just saying, because they put it in the paper that they was using the same technology as they did up in Fort Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
That tells me that cece Morris got a hand in it, because we was already asked to get to her contact info to the law enforcement. So we are in hope that she's on it.
Yeah. And I
definitely I want that arrest.
I want that arrest too. And I saw that group, the Ask Mr. Bridge Guy question group. I'm going to save my question on that group for the time that I see him at the courthouse.
Yeah. You know what? I don't cotton to that. And I think anybody's on there asking Bridge Guy a question is probably straight off of Facebook, man.
You guys want to ask him a question, wait till he's arrested.
Yeah.
Show up to Carroll County Courthouse.
And when you got a question, send it to us, because we're going to be right there in his fucking face.
With that microphone.
Yeah. We're going to be right there.
Hole.
We're not going to be asking normal news questions. We're going to be asking the shit.
Like, why are you such a bitch, dude? You know?
Cece said that she wants to work on the John Benet Ramsey case. But the thing is, and like I mentioned earlier, I think it was her mom that did it. I think it was definitely a very close relative that was in the house. Her mom is dead. But you know what? We would like confirmation that
it was somebody. If we want to know.
Now we know.
Yeah. That's all we need. You know? That's all I want from these things. I just want to know who did it.
You know what? It goes a little. I mean, I want to know who did it. But the thing is I want a lot of the questions that I've had over the last year and a half brought up, so where I have answers.
Yeah.
Because, you know, there's so many questions that I have that do not have answers to it. And, you know, they won't be answered until that guy's arrested and in court.
Yeah.
Then it will all come out.
It's like, I know we're all wondering the same thing. You know, what the hell happened? What the hell is on that videotape? You know?
Yeah.
We're curious. Everyone's curious. Everyone wants to know. Everyone thinks they may know. We all know somewhat. There was an abduction, video captured.
Yeah.
We don't know if a killing was video captured.
It could doubtful.
I doubt it.
Because if they had that on it,
then yeah.
Yeah, he would have. Yeah, they would have known.
Yeah, it's
I think that it probably went out somewhere around the Deer Creek.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they had all of that on there, I think it would have wrapped it up. They would have nailed the guy already.
Yeah. So
nobody knows how long the tape is.
Nobody knows how long the tape is. I highly doubt it's 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Like I've heard and seen on Facebook. Not buying that. Buying that.
Law enforcement did say that when asked by the family what else was on there, they said, you know what? There was just conversation. It's my thought that he walked up and started conversation real quick to not scare him off. If you see my point, hey, what's up, girls? You know, and then move, get up there, down the hill, you know, something like that. Because I don't think that after he got up there and said, go, keep moving down the hill, you know, then he ain't going to start conversation. You know, that's just really the wrong time. I think if you walk up, you start conversation, then pull it out and say, go down the hill. Don't fucking move. You know, shit like that. That's about what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
But again, that's a guess. But I don't think anybody's going to abduct somebody and then start conversing before you kill them. That's really mad.
Yeah. I think this person's local. You know?
I think he was probably very local. Look, man, me and him lived there in and around Delphi. Didn't even know that trail was there. Had no clue. Second largest bridge in Indiana, right there.
Didn't know.
Without knowledge. Had never been there in my life.
Never even knew that existed right there. Knew Delphi had all them trails, but didn't know one led there.
Yeah.
You know, because that highway right there is newer.
Mm-hmm.
It's a newer highway. It's not something I grew up with there. You know, so that Freedom Bridge, that's new too, isn't it? It's got to be.
No.
That had been there all that time? Just older looking?
Dude, that's where the train went.
Yeah, but okay, that's right. That was okay. Duh.
Yeah.
Duh.
Whoa.
Yeah. Okay. The train went over the Freedom
Yeah.
Bridge too. Forgot about that.
Yep.
It says it right on there, built in 18 something. I never even knew that was there. That bridge was right there.
Yeah.
You know, never even knew it, and it runs right into Delphi and right there.
Yeah.
Very interesting. You know.
And again, I mean, he walked to Freedom Bridge and disappeared. To my knowledge, without a car. Didn't go down the highway, didn't walk down the country road, but got somewhere real quick.
Yeah.
So, you know, I need that explained. How could that happen? He would have had to live in Delphi.
Yep.
He would have had to walk where he was going. He would have had to stay out of sight where people didn't see him. So, yeah I seen a guy that was walking, you know, because he didn't want people to know where he went. He got to where he was going quickly and stayed out of sight.
Yeah. No, Dana Holman said there was nightmares are made up about the crime scene. He said that there was conversation between them two. That's what else was on the thing. He wasn't saying that what was on that was horrible. He was saying that what they saw was horrible.
Yeah.
You know,
but you could only assume it would be. It wouldn't matter how you walked upon two young girls like that.
Yeah,
that would haunt you.
Yeah, and
you know, regardless,
they do have a lot. They do have more of him. So he didn't just say down the hill.
Yeah,
we all know that. We all know that. We all know that there was stuff exchanged right there. Okay, what would you say if someone started saying that to you? You know, just think logically on that. What would you say? Let's see. How many people who hung there in high school, like old stomping grounds? What high school is closest? Delphi High School.
Yeah, it's
the only high school in that town. It's the only school in that town, really.
Well, you also have was that Carroll County there in Flora?
Yeah, Flora.
And I'm sure the kids from there went as well.
Yeah.
But you know, it's a local area. And again, we grew up. I mean, I didn't grow up there. I grew up at Nye on the Lake, but my dad lives there. And I had been out there since 87, 86, 87.
Wow.
Somewhere right in there.
See, and I had been out there since 86.
And yeah. So, you know, we both know that area very well. Have drove that many times, back and forth, all around. And my dad lives one road off of 300. I think he lives on 200.
Yeah. Why can't we hear any more of his demands besides down the hill? It makes me mad. You know what? It makes me mad too that's all we get.
Well,
but
yeah,
but there may be something on there that there's something there. We don't want to hear that if he's saying some wild stuff.
Well, I think that kind of a bigger part of it is that anything that he's saying at that time, he's saying to one of them.
Yeah.
You know,
we all know that.
And they don't want that given out publicly. You know, if he says like down the hill, go down the hill, you know, then that's one thing. But if, you know, it's further goes into anything, they don't want that out there. They just want you to hear his voice. It's a distant, scratchy type voice, and you can't make out where it is. It's like the pixelated image, but
yeah, that image drives me crazy, people.
Yeah,
I stare at that image right there. Can you see that? Him right
there.
It
is again.
Okay, you see how pixelated that is?
If you can't, look it up online.
Yeah, look how, I mean, gosh, dude.
Thanks, Jack.
Who the hell is that dude?
You know what? When we find out who it is, there's going to be a lot of people that knew who it was.
Yeah.
And they're going to say, you know what? Could not have told by that photo or that sketch. No way I knew it was him.
I look at it like.
And he lives. I mean, he lives relatively close right there around Delphi.
Yep.
Or did. I think he moved.
Yeah.
He would have had to move. He knew two people had seen him. He knew he could just be seen and spotted. Got to get out of town.
Yeah. And if he's still there, wow.
Yeah.
He's balls.
He's got balls.
He's got balls, dude. And if he's watching this, we're going to find you, man. We will find you eventually. The cops will get you. And you know what? You will face us face to face, dude. You will see us face to face right there at Carroll County Courthouse, dude. We'll be right there in your shit.
Janet Fan said, cold day, first cold day in Indiana, and I will be seeing bridge guys everywhere. Yeah.
You know what?
Because, man, once February comes around, it's like everybody and their brother dresses like that.
Yeah.
Including Ron Logan. Did they scream and run? How in the hell did we know that?
Probably.
They did scream and run. I mean, like, okay, they never told us.
Yeah. If they screamed, we don't know what happened, people.
Why didn't they scream and run? Again,
We don't know. That
what
they
do we
didn't.
know, man? If you had a gun pointed in your face, would you scream and run? Probably not. Probably not.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't think the bridge guy's out dressing like that either, Amanda.
It's me.
I don't think he's dressing like
Hey, man, I wish you didn't have to go too, Tammy. You know what? We're losing people, and I feel like our popularity is declining. Please stop leaving, everybody. We're trying to make the end of this show very exciting for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give us that.
Yeah. We got some more videos coming out soon. We just want to let y'all know that, actually. We got some fun stuff coming.
Yeah.
Not all serious, not all Delphi stuff.
And please relate that we like a little comedy here and there.
Yeah,
it's
please.
who we are, man.
It's funny. We're not all serious all the time.
Ah, Nina
Armstrong.
You missed it all. We're
Yeah.
fixing this. We're fixing to
wrap.
sign out.
Yeah, we got like 4 minutes left and we are out of here. We do have some more videos coming up soon. We want to start giving you more videos on other cases, shorter stories. That way we have more content coming out on WKAT. Okay, so we're thinking about doing that. Thumbs up if you guys like those, so we know to keep making those, or if it's a dud, let us know. Okay, we already know we're going to get 7 dislikes anyway from our trolls, but that's the way it's going to be. Just go live when someone goes missing. You know what? We'll start covering cases.
I missed the raccoon video.
Yeah,
we seen that this morning, and it popped up on there, and I want to record that and re-upload it.
Yeah,
because that was a funny video that we did, and it had Dougie Bear in it. And I love that coon. She was so cool. She was my baby.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah. You know what? And we was watching that, and it's like, you know what? We could do such a better job today. Way better. But alas, Dougie is no more. She died.
Is it Robert Lindsay time before you go?
It's Robert Lindsay time. It's Robert Lindsay time. And I don't mean his nose.
Yeah. That's not all he blows. Yeah. Stu, you're funny as hell. Everybody,
yeah, man. We want to get Stu in a video. Anybody about that? Anybody want to see Stu?
Anybody want to see Stu Sutcliffe and WKAT make a video together? Because we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We reached out to Stu. We said, dude, we want you in a video.
Yeah. Hey, and if you guys would like to help contribute to a WKAT bobblehead, we'll make some bobbleheads of us.
We'll get some with my cool hair. I'll send him a clip.
Yeah, we can get bobbleheads and stuff. If you guys want to help us out doing that,
thank you, Kerry.
But you can also reach us on other social media platforms
such as
Facebook,
Twitter,
Instagram.
Damn it! Now you left me with YouTube. But it isn't different then.
Yeah, Instagram for never before seen.
And Reddit, if you like trolls.
Yeah, and Reddit. You can go review us on Reddit if you want.
That's right.
We also have a PayPal donation link.
Well, we ain't editing.
Yeah, we're not editing it. But if go to our WKAT page, you're on it right now. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and go to our How to Donate page.
Well, actually, we put it down at the bottom anyway. I mean, if you want to donate, just go down to the description. It will give the paypal.me, WKAT Media, and all that.
Yeah, and you can help us get to some of these places. We really want to go see John Miller and cover the April Tinsley case in Fort Wayne.
We do.
Yeah, so, I mean, if anybody wants to help us out with donations for, to get there and
back, totally.
Because we could really use that, please.
We've gotten hooked up on cameras and microphones, and
we've got
a lot of the things that we bought, and not all of it, because I did have some donation money that went in for the computer, and see what else. There was something else that I bought with donation money.
The green screen?
No.
Camera?
Well, no, this was made off of YouTube money. I wasn't even donated. Even the camera I bought, because then I had to so much back out, and you got yours. So that was also a donation.
Paid for my camera, and then I bought another one. So, thank you very much for helping us out. But we really want to go cover the April Tinsley case and John Miller.
Yeah.
We want to go do that, guys. So if you could help us out, we'd appreciate it.
And because right now, because this channel does not have 1,000 subscribers, we cannot make YouTube money.
Yeah, just so you know that.
And so if anybody's wondering why, we do ask for donations, it's because that is the only money we get. That's it. And
that's the only money we operate with.
Wait, did we get any in? No, we haven't none in October. Well, we did get a donation in September.
September. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So
And if you do donate and you want a shout out for it or credit at the end, man, just throw it in there.
yeah, send us a business card. We'll put it on here.
Bam.
Throw it right on the screen. Well,
because
that's what advertising is about.
We accept it in the same way it's given.
Yep, you can reach us. You can reach us if you need a video made. We video editing and work for you guys. If you guys want to send us an email,
And you know the editing is superb.
WKATmedia@gmail.com.
That's right.
Or you can type our other email is outlawmedia@wkat@gmail.com.
It is?
Yeah.
I never even used that one.
It's our new one.
I didn't know we had a new one. Man, I thought I was running the,
That's how we set this up. That's our email on here.
I'll be damned.
Yeah.
Okay.
On that note, everybody, I'm Anthony Greeno.
I'm Michael J. Cat.
We are WKAT. Keep it Southern style, y'all.
We'll see you in the next video, y'all. Peace.
Peace out.